you seen a wild brook trout before?
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Isn't that awesome? Doesn't get any prettier than that. It does. The clients that I probably appreciate the most are the people that come out here and are thrilled if they catch 8 fish versus the guys that want to come out and catch 50.
Yeah.
You know, I like the people that they're just happy being here. These headwater streams directly supply like 350,000 people in this area with their drinking water and untold millions of people all the way down through the drainages all the way to Chesapeake Bay. My question is, do you want to know that your water is coming from a place like this? Or do you want there to be a half a dozen fracking wells up in here and that's the source of your water? Do you want to try to protect it?
A part of my job is to go out in the woods to go hiking. Another part of my job is to bring people together who don't like each other and get them to work together to try to come to common ground. The whole concept behind all of that work is moving toward an eventual wilderness bill being introduced into Congress. On a 1.1 million acre forest, there seemed to be enough for everybody. But the real pressure actually comes from the geographical area that we're in. The Shenandoah Mountain and the George Washington National Forest is within, I think, like a 5-hour drive of 10 million people. And that just puts a tremendous quantity of pressure on the resource.
The building was built in the 1800s, early 1800s, and it was a plantation. I'm Ann Reed Held, and I was the pastor of Trinity Presbyterian Church from 1990 to 2014. Well, the Presbyterian Church back in the 90s started something called Earth Care Congregations. And so the intent was to understand that in Genesis, we're all made in the image of God, and so we are to be good stewards of the earth. And when we stand in the mountains, when we go to Shenandoah Mountain, we get this sense of, aha, you know, there is something greater than myself.
We're sitting in front of the Stanton Dam on the North River, which flows off Shenandoah Mountain. And we explored the Shenandoah Mountain area, and it was just the wildest, most beautiful place I'd ever been. I'm Lynn Cameron, co-chair of Friends of Shenandoah Mountain. We realized in the 1990s that this area was becoming increasingly popular with mountain bikers. The wilderness advocates realized, uh-oh, we've got a problem here. We want to protect this area, but mountain biking, because it's mechanized transport, is not allowed in wilderness areas. And we realized we were going to either have to give up or reach out, and we decided to reach out to the mountain bikers.
Mountain biking allows you to experience the outdoors on a bunch of different levels. There can be an adrenaline rush, but some people just like actually the calmness of being outdoors.
Thomas, I'm just looking at the sign over there on the trail enhancements and really appreciating all the work that the Shenandoah Valley Bicycle Coalition has done.
Yeah, we've been really lucky to have the opportunity to bring some funding to the trails here. Saw an opportunity in Harrisonburg where I thought the kind of landscape could use another bike shop, and a bike shop that was community-oriented and involved. I couldn't understand why someone would close a trail to a mountain bike. And then someone started kind of introducing me to other people in the outdoor community who weren't mountain bikers, who were hikers, hunters, equestrians, and really started kind of positive dialogue.
I feel really good about what we came up with. The scenic area can have roads in it, and mountain bikers can ride on all the trails. The wilderness, I'm pleased to see, because it protects the most remote core wild areas with the strongest protection.
On Buck Hill Farm, which is a family-owned farm, our cows are mostly Angus cross. A healthy farm depends on clean water and clean air, no matter what you're raising. And for us, Shenandoah Mountain is our neighbor. We farm next to it. We go there for recreation because it's 5 miles away. But what that mountain range provides in terms of filtering our water and our air and even our climate. It buffers a little bit.
I'm David Horn.
And I'm Sharon Horn, and work with Dave on the farm all the time and have a lot of fun.
I first came to this area deer hunting, but then mainly turkey hunting.
I can walk. If you want to go right up there on top of the ridge and just work out that way, and I'll head up this road here and we'll see what we can do.
All right, that sounds great. And when I flush any birds, I'm gonna send them this way.
All right, I'll try not to miss them.
Yeah, to keep all this protected is well worth our time.
Well, one of the most outstanding features of Shenandoah Mountain is Reddish Knob, which is the highest point. Shenandoah Mountain is actually a 72-mile-long mountain. In the last few years, we realized that the National Forest could be leased for gas development, such as fracking. National Scenic Area and Wilderness designation will permanently protect this area.
Every 10 or 15 years, the Forest Service develops a new management plan for every national forest. So during the plan revision, the Virginia Wilderness Committee and Friends of Shenandoah Mountain worked to educate local citizens who use and enjoy the George Washington National Forest about the benefits of designating additional wilderness and national scenic areas in the forest.
The human species does not have a good track record of protecting things. And this is an opportunity for us to protect something that's very special, not only to me, but to everyone in the country.